Fadiel Adams,
Hello, Donald.
government of national unity, or 5 more years of ANC control?
You're asking me to choose between a donkey and a donkey. It really doesn't matter. We had the GNU. They promised they'd make South Africa work. They promised they save the economy. They promised they save jobs. The job market has shrunk. The rand is weaker. Petrol went up by 80 cents yesterday. The GNU is not working. We don't need a GNU. We need a government with a conscience. A government that will say we are not going to have 1 ton of meat tonight at SONA or R250,000 of alcohol while people don't have food tomorrow, while working class people don't know how they're getting to work because they don't have traveling because petrol went up by 81%. The GNU has done nothing for our people. The GNU was never going to do anything for our people. So if you're asking me between 5 more years of ANC rule, I don't want it. 5 more years of GNU, I don't want it either.
So dit verskillende levels van kak.
Ek sal sê die lewe van kak is dieselfde. Watch me get fine with this.
You see our people, colored people.
Our people, poor people. I don't care what your color is. Poverty doesn't know color. Homelessness doesn't know color. I stand for the colored people because no one else wanted the job. People confuse that with racism. People aren't very smart. People should read something.
In the Western Cape, South Africa.
All over. Especially people that live in the white suburbs. They should read something. Other than dollar rate.
Do you think coming to the
Yeah.
Democratic Alliance, yeah?
Keep going.
Coming to the Democratic Alliance, do you think they're spending more on money in terms of funding rich people? There's this sort of expression, DA focuses on cutting grass for the rich people. And they don't care about the average person.
It's not about what I think, Donald. It's a fact. It's a statistical fact. Their own budget shows it. They spend more on the rich than on the poor. Poor people don't have pavements. Rich people have bicycle lanes. Poor people don't have proper schooling. Rich people have it all. The DA only cares about a very small niche market, and the rest of us are fodder. That's a fact.
And the ANC?
The ANC cares about nobody. The ANC cares less about poor black people than the National Party did. That's a sad thing to say, because I was once an ANC supporter. I marched these streets over here to free Mandela. It's a sad thing to say, but this is not the ANC. This is, I don't want to swear. It's messed up, man.
It's fucked up.
You said it. That's white privilege right there.
Ek maak weer Fadiel, you're convincing me to go to a bridge and jump off. What can I do? What can the average South African do?
Boss, let me tell you
Not
something.
the DA, it's not the ANC.
Can I speak to you as a white man, as a white South African?
You can try.
There are so many good white South Africans, so many progressive thinking white South Africans. My question to you is, why are you giving us Helen Zille, John Steenhuisen and JP Smith? There's white people that can make a contribution, man. You're giving us the white people holding us back. You don't need to jump over a bridge, just vote Peter. Or jump over a bridge.
Which would be better?
Vote Peter.
Rise Mzansi, Action SA? Why don't I vote for you?
What? Rise Mzansi in action?
No, white people. Why can't they vote for you?
Because I don't speak their language. Because I speak the uncomfortable things like land expropriation, like colored enslavement. I speak the things they don't want to hear, the things they want to gloss over. You know how many white aunties said, oh, you've had 30 years, man, get over it. For fuck's sake, man, you don't undo 400 years in 30 years. And to top it all, we never had any input in those 30 years. Hoe gaan het, honorable member? This is my colleague, the honorable Marlon Daniels, all the way from PE. Hoe gaat het, bro? All right. You don't undo all of that in 30 years. And then you consider the fact that colored people have never had any input or any claim to their own determination. So here we are, ready to fight for what's ours.
We're doing stories about the Khoi and Knoflookskral. We're exploring those stories. A recent documentary that more than 1 million views. TikTok, YouTube. Is that the future? Colored people, they're saying that's a wrong term. That's a European term. They're talking about the Khoi needs to take control, self-determination, a new term. Is that the future?
I own my label. Like 50 Cent owns the term nigger. I own my label. No one's going to tell me I'm less than. I'll accept it. You see, in my blood, I've got the Javan slave that built this place. I've got the slave master. I've got a little bit of everything. Give me a better term. I'm Aboriginal as fuck because my roots are here. But let me not deny anything else. Let me not deny the rape that happened in Constantia, because that's what people would want me to. No, I'm all about the truth, sir. The uncomfortable truth too.
Not literal rape, economic rape.
No, literal rape.
Oh.
Literal rape. I'm not giving credit to 3 boatloads of Dutchmen who apparently came here and created a nation of millions. That it doesn't. The math it doesn't math.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying to you is the things the slave owners did to the slaves. It's inhuman, and this is what people don't want to talk about. Let's talk about it. How else are we going to heal?
Talk about it.
Right here? At SONA?
Yeah, go for it.
My brother, my ancestors were brought here for their skills, for their ability to build buildings like this, and to do it cheaply or freely, against their will if needed. Our female ancestors worked in the kitchen, and many of them was Obasa's recreation. As a result of that, many of us are here. Why don't people want to talk about this? Why do people want to claim to be Khoi when their features are fucking white, Indian, Nguni? The Khoi exist, they are still here. I am a descendant of the Khoi. Can I claim to be Khoi? I can't lie to you. Can't lie to you. You know, I think it was in 2012 when the Afrikaner took a case to the United Nations wanting to be proclaimed indigenous to South Africa. It was laughed at the court. We are the indigenous people, man. The First Nation. We'll never get the credit due to us. But fuck it, we're not doing this for credit. But
Now, why are you doing it?
because it's the right thing to do. No other reason.
And that's why the NCC is here in Parliament. You're fighting for the right reasons.
I'm fighting for the colored child. I'm fighting because our boys have the lowest life expectancy in this country because of gun violence. I'm fighting for the things no one else will fight, irrespective of what they say. They'll say the right things. They won't do it. The colored people have been neglected, fucked over the last 400 years. 400 years. And then the ANC decided to extend our suffering by another 30 years. I said, fuck that.
Okay. Coming back to what I asked, where's hope?
Vote NCC.
That's all you want to leave off with? Sorry, I know you want to. There's another interview.
Listen, if I can speak to white South Africa, I'm not raising my sons to marry your daughters, man.
Why not?
Hey?
Welcome.
I like dark-skinned women. I'm raising my kids to get along with your kids. You know, so they can play together. Right now, the only place we socialize is at work. Once we clock out, we all go home. That's not natural. I want them to get along the way we don't get along. That's all I want. Helen Zille doesn't want that. That's why the hag created Blikkiesdorp. That's why she keeps us in concentration camps. That's why Botox Beck allows Lavender Hill to decay. That comes to an end. I want Helen Zille to live to see colored liberation. I want her to fucking suffer while it happens. Honestly, you have no idea how much I hate that woman up there. I was like, hate is a strong word, no? But Helen Zille, you dinosaur, I fucking hate you. Are we ready?
Let me microphone.
I gotta buy him with this thing, huh?